Well, hello. Welcome to the Sea Wolf's Den. I'm Crafting Ron. This is kind of an introductory video uh, to get into my crafting, inspired by people like DM Scotty, Wylock, and all the others. I have been crafting for almost 10 years now. Never claimed to be an expert, never claimed to be the best, but I do some interesting stuff. And I'll throw up some pictures. I use them in my games. That's what I really love to do, is to have the visuals and um, give them more than just the theater of the mind tactical situations. I'll do theater of the mind every once in a while when it's simple tactical, simple room, or a simple uh, combat. But when I really want a complex combat, I'll whip out the terrain. And I make terrain, I make miniatures, I paint miniatures. I don't claim to be the best at painting miniatures. I also do some 3D printing. To go over some of the stuff I plan to do, I have some projects in the midst. I do projects for my game, and then I do just projects that I'm inspired by. Something I've been working on, I've been doing off and on, are these Star Wars toys that you can find on eBay just about anywhere. And I get it. It's probably a little more pricey than most people want to do. I think I got this for $10 off eBay, and of course you're paying shipping, so you end up spending like $15 on these things. But I'm fascinated by them. There was a line of toys from Star Wars back in the day they called mini rigs, and this is one of the more fascinating ones that I'm very challenged. I've had others that I've done. I have these ones I have done over time. I feel like that they're perfect for 28 millimeter. And like I said, I'm not the greatest crafter, and I'm not one of those crafters that does nothing but fantasy or generic. I like sci-fi, and many of my campaigns are focused on a sci-fi theme. So I've got, the first one I did was I came across this fairly cheap. So it was a mining ship. I'll be honest with you, I can't remember the exact name of this thing. I'll look it up and maybe put it on the screen. This again is not, I'm not very imaginative in terms of paint for these things, but if I can get it on the video, I took obviously some 40K bits that I had bought. I'd had this sitting around for years going, I'm going to do something with it. I'm going to do something with it. I want to make it a ship. And then these parts came from the Final Faction series that I'll talk about sometime soon. And I just threw a bunch of 40K bits on it, spray painted it, did a little detail with some various grays. I mean, gray is pretty much my go-to for a lot of things. What is it? I don't know. I could just slap it down and people see a ship. That's all I see. This one, these things had wings, and I'll show you another one that actually has the wings. Well, I decided I didn't have the wings at the time, so I placed landing gear on it, and that's again 40K bits. I put 40K wings on it, and obviously 40K guns and a chin gun there. So why not? I'm playing around. Here's another version of that ship. This one's a little more simpler, and it has the wings intact. Now I spent more money on this just to get the wings, because I bought this, and then you buy the wings separately. There is just another version of this ship. Why? Again, I don't always build for a game. Sometimes I just build because I have parts. Another mini rig guy. These are a tank. I could see myself using this, and it's again, It only came with this, and I threw on the 40K bits. This is still primed. I've never sat down and figured out something to detail it. I haven't sat in all three of these are primed, and I haven't decided on what I'm going to do with the paint. That's another one that I decided to throw in some bits and try to come up with a cockpit. This was an extra one of these doors that I happened to accidentally buy. So I gave it another cover, and this is kind of like a flying dump truck. Another mining themed ship that I just turned into maybe a troop carrier. You know, I could probably fit 2 minis back there. Why not? I don't know. I'm making up as I go. So I'm doing it with this one. This one, like I said, is way weird. This is more or less how it came. I'm gonna. Well, first thing I do is wash it and take off the stickers. I know people's like that's a sin. But it's somebody else's junk, so I can do whatever I want with it. I don't necessarily want to restore it. I've done restores for Star Wars toys, but not these. These were never seen on screen. I don't care. I was thinking about cutting these, but I've got a better idea for this. And these little they had suction cuffs on them. Suction cups. I'm going to get rid of those, or I'm going to use those in some fashion or another. I've got several bits, but I'll go over this whole new craft that I'm going to do. That's the first craft. And do I have a game for that? No, not at all. I may throw it in one of my sci-fi games. Sometimes I just throw these in as scatter terrain, just like anything else. Here's a ship or a crash ship or something like that. I've got a fleet of these now, you know. I mean, one more, and then I got another one coming in the mail. I love these things. I don't know what it is about these, and I'm starting to run out of 40K parts. The big parts, like the big guns and stuff. So I got to get those off eBay. Which they're pretty cheap if you just get them in bulk. This one batch I got had all these big guns in them, and it was fairly cheap. So another craft I'm going to do, and this is actually going to give away kind of the heart of one of my campaigns. I'm going to do a brain in a tank. I'm going to use medicine bottle. I've got its top here, and I got a little clear thing. I'm going to put it in there and put some, again, 40K bits, and I'm going to make a brain in a tank. And these are squishy brains. I bought it off of Amazon. More stuff that I have unfinished. I don't know. These are 40K bikes. Again, more vehicles that I've created for sci-fi that I've taken parts from Final Faction, which I'll go over another video. DM Scotty's already gone over the Final Faction dollar store series. That is just they had some great guns. I took a gun off that, pinned it, and now I've got a hover bike with a gun, unpainted or not completely painted. Dollar store crafts are a big thing for me. I do a lot of these. This is, you know, a dollar store tank, which I don't even know if they still have these. It's with the top of is they were selling some video game parts for some Star Fox or Star something. Obviously the game didn't do well, so the company just sold it. So this is actually an electronic part. There's a chip in there that tells the game what kind of gun you've put on your ship. I bought a bunch of these, and I slap them on bodies like this and make it a drone or something. That could be a 28mm drone or something like that. Little brother to that one, you know. So I've got that. I've got a big craft I've not finished. Mostly, I'll throw some pictures up of that. It's a boat that I want to create a campaign for. This is probably one of the biggest crafts I've ever made that I have nothing to do with, and I hope to have something, maybe just throw all these together in one big campaign or a short campaign. I don't know. Got some miniatures I need to paint. I don't know if I'm going to do miniature painting videos. There's plenty of those out there. But I will do, custom mini painting. I've taken, I'm creating characters for a game I'm playing in, and my son and I are playing wolf characters. So I'm taking this as Magic the Gathering miniature game, miniature that I'm going to make into a wolf character. I've got several of those on to paint. That kind of gives you an idea of what I'm working on now. Dollar store crafts, trash drain, toy repurposing, trash toy repurposing, anything just to have fun with the crafting and do whatever, and gives you kind of an intro. I'm crafting Ron. My website's the Sea Wolf's Den. On that website, you'll see a ton of role-playing game stuff that I do. I'm working on a campaign for a Savage Worlds that I run at conventions. And I'm also working on my own version of D6. Been gaming for almost 40 years, which blows my mind when I can say that. Been involved in running conventions for over 25 years. If you've listened to DM Scotty and if you listen to Wylock, you've heard of Mace. Mace was a series of tabletop conventions that I was involved with my good friend Jeff. And Jeff passed away this past year. So in part, I'm expanding my repertoire with these videos since I won't be doing as much of the gaming convention stuff as I used to be. There may be some more soon on that, and I may be involved. But for right now, I'm looking to get into other things and try other things. You may see more of crafting as I go along. I'll try to do 1 or 2 a month for now. Do them early in the morning, so I may not always be articulate and loud and happy and whatever. If I can get my coffee in me, I'm good to go. So that's it for now. I will start this craft first, more than likely. Take some video of me doing stuff to it, and then I'll voice over it and kind of give you a guide of what I'm doing. Like I said, you can get these things fairly cheap on eBay, and I just could not help but just kind of customize some, close enough, 28 millimeter looking things. Once you slap 40K on them, they look more 28 millimeter than they were. Until next time, I will talk to you again soon. We will start crafting. And always remember, seek the wolf in thyself.